me, it's about making the city accessible to everyone. So there, of course, there's room for cars and trucks, of course, but there has to be more room for cyclists and pedestrians. The idea is to give access to pedestrians, but also put arts and parklets. It has to be an experience.
You are on the Montreal Avenue in the heart of Plateau-Mont-Royal. That is the heart of Montreal. So this is the longest pedestrian street in Montreal and maybe in Canada.
So we're on De Castelnau, and it's my neighborhood retail street. And starting last year, during the pandemic, for the summer, they pedestrianized De Castelnau and added installations, they painted the street, added more seating, and it was pretty successful, and so they brought it back.
We're on Wellington Street in Verdun, in the Sud-Ouest borough of Montreal. This is a historical commercial street. There's these little rest stops with benches and swings and all kinds of little installations with plants. So it's really pleasant for everyone here. There's street art. There's art literally on the street right there.
People have seen the potential. You see families with strollers and the kids running. It just brings so much joy and fun, and of course safe spaces for our kids and our families, which is very important to me.
In 2020, with the pandemic, there was a need for people to have more space to walk, but it was also a need for businesses to be able to operate with more space.
We decided with the Merchants Association to open the street for pedestrians. And the success was so huge that we decided to continue this year. The merchants are largely happy. I can also see all the benefits for the citizens because it's a place just to walk, to meet, to have a good time.
Since COVID, there's been a lot more of expansion to this into more areas. The projects themselves have really been institutionalized.
Data has shown that where there was more space for pedestrians, there was more money that was sent in the shops. So overall, it's been very positive.
I feel like I've learned about so many more businesses that I didn't know about before the street close to cars, because I can just wander and enjoy it more. I also love standing in the middle. You can see the Olympic Stadium straight down the middle, which you can't see when you're just crossing at the crosswalk. You have to remember to look.
It's really nice to come in the evenings and you can just walk up and down the street. There's like art installations, people are always playing music.
I also enjoy coming here with my kids because they can walk around. There's not as many cars, so it's very pleasant.
It became a public space for everybody, and we can see everybody on the street, from small kids, families, elder people. We have a very large terrace for restaurants, for bars. There's a lot of people, and we can see also bike.
In the past, usually when they would do a pedestrian area, cyclists were excluded. So this year, some of the major ones, like on Mount Royal Street and on Wellington, they have created what's called a slow zone, where the cyclists are actually allowed to ride there as long as they go slow.
They went with a campaign that on Mont-Royal, we roll slowly. And the bicycles are invited here as a guest. And it turned out that, you know, the compliance rate is between 80 and 90%.
Usually we have public transit on this street. So for elder people, it was a disagreement to lose this possibility to move. So this year we offer to transport them by cargo bike and transport them by taxi. We go to their door, we pick them, and we bring them to their local shops, and we bring back them, and it's all free.
This is a universal design swing. I've never seen that. It's really nice.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Just like the ramp and stuff. It's so nice. And what's really nice about the design, it's so everyone who has a disability, like a wheelchair or something, they can also have access. And it really shows that it's actually working. People are enjoying chilling, talking.
It's a close collaboration between the Borough, City of Montreal, and the Merchant Association. So we work very closely together because it's a huge challenge that is not dirty, that is beautiful, a lot of installation. So we worked with designers. We really emphasize on the quality. We share the cost of all the project between the Borough, the city center has put in place this year a specific program to support project. So it's paid partly by the Borough, partly by the city, and partly by the Merchant Association.
When any open street program starts, and that was the case here definitely, there's a lot of pushback, sometimes from local business owners, sometimes from drivers, even people who don't have any bad intentions, but maybe it's just don't love change or anything like that. But in every instance so far, it's been good for everyone.
When you come up with plans like that changes how we used to do things, of course it can challenge some people. I understand we change habits, right? Last year we did a lot of pedestrians street, and there were worries and questions and hesitation, and this year it went so smoothly.
I don't have a yard, so I will often just come down here and sit outside and enjoy the sun and meet up with a friend.
If you go through Mont-Royal, it's not that you go to a destination, you also enjoy the journey to get there.
I think we need to pay more attention to is creating networks of pedestrian corridors. Like in the European cities where you see a lot of people walking, it's literally a network. You can walk all across the city and you're not coming into conflict with cars at every intersection. So the cars they're kept away from the whole corridor. We haven't quite reached that point yet, but we're getting there though.